Hi all, this is Alan with Boxplot STEM Coach, and today we're going to be looking at the 2019 AP Statistics Free Response questions. And as usual, if I have any mistakes in the questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll have corrections in the description below, as well as links to the actual PDF solutions. If you just want to just go straight to the answers and just see how I worked it out, that link is in the description below. So we have the size in square feet of 20 rooms in a student residence hall at a student university are summarized in the following histogram. Based on the histogram, write a few sentences describing the distribution of room size. So in general, when I would answer something like this, I would say it needs to be bimodal. You don't have to use the word bimodal. I don't even know if that's an AP Statistics word, but bimodal means there's sort of two centers. One is centered around the 150 to 200 square feet range, and the other centered around maybe 250 to 300 square foot range. You would kind of say the center is about, or the median is about, well, since there's 20, the median's like element like 10 and 11, I think. Yeah, 10 and 11. So if you think of this as 3, this is 9, this is number 10, and number 11's here. So the median would be the average between the lowest value here and the highest, and then this value here. And so you would say the center is between 200 to 300 square feet. And doesn't appear to be any particular amount of skew. It's not normally distributed, so we don't really talk about skew that much. But those are kind of the key terms that I would probably talk about in general. And no particular outliers as far as we can tell in here. So here the summary statistics for the size are given in the following table. Okay, determine whether there are potential outliers in the data, then using the following grid to sketch a box plot of the room size. So we need to figure out some values. In order to do outliers, I got to look at the IQR. The IQR is Q3 minus Q1, and that would be 292 minus 174. And I'm hiding the calculator now because I don't think it's necessary for you to see, but minus 174, that's a pretty basic calculator operation, so that's 118. Now we need to look at, typically what we do is we look at Q3, and then we're going to look at Q3 plus 1.5 IQR and see if there's any values that are outside of this range. So this is a pretty large IQR. When I add Q3 plus 1.5 times 118, I'm going to get 469. Okay, so anything beyond 469 would be considered an outlier, but 3/15 the max, so there's no outliers there. And then we look at 1.5 IQR below Q1, and so that ends up being 174 minus 1.5 times 118. And that'll give me something like -3. But the minimum is 134. So again, anything below -3 would be considered an outlier. But so there's nothing. So there's no outliers. So we just simply plot the median, which is at 253 around here. That's a line. Q3 is 292. Let's see, it's about 290. 292 would probably be about, say, there. Q1 is 174. This would be 170, and then halfway about there. Roughly what I would draw. And then my min-max 315 is about say there. And then minimum is 134. 134 is that's 130. 134 is about there. Okay. What characteristics of the shape of the distribution of the room size apparent from the histogram but not from the box plot? The skewness. It's clearly skewed left. Right? Because this data is 25%, this is 25%, this is 25%, 25%. See, this range of this half of the data is wider than this range of this half of the data. And so, in principle, it's skewed left because of that. And that was it for number 1. So, hope you found that helpful. Let me know how you did, or if you have any questions, or if you noticed I did anything wrong. So, I'll see you in the next video.